we were talking about some artists that we liked like the like kind of like the swing of the song and kind of like, we might go in that direction. And I said, oh yeah, last time I saw that person, we did coke in a closet at the at the Chateau Vermont. I just said that, and then we were like, oh, that sounds like a really funny first line.
Well, on today's episode of Videos to Go, we are here with none other than LP, who popped off with her last album, and now she's here, better than ever, with How Low Can You Go? LP, welcome. Thanks for being with us.
Hi. You sounded a bit New York when you said better than ever.
I have some New York friends, but no, I'm LA born and raised.
Nice.
How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm just hanging in there, like I feel like I don't know if we're in the home stretch of this whole craziness, but I'm getting home stretch vibes. So I'm like, yeah, home stretch vibes, man. And I'm just going with it, trying.
All right. Well, here's another baseball term. You're getting ready to bat right now. All right, with your latest single.
Yeah.
So you actually co-wrote this song with Nate Campany and Mike Del Rio. So shout out to them.
I did. Shout out to them. Mike's here right now. We're doing some work. But yeah, it's those are my boys. Those are all for all intents and purposes, they are my band. Like they're like I don't know. We have a great thing. It's really cool.
That's your creative think tank.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like exactly, and we really like. There's just such a nice, we just understand each other now. It's like, like kind of like a happily married, like couple or something that finish each other's sentences and stuff like that, like, musically. And I just dig it. It's like very easy to, I don't know. I'm like a natural collaborator. So I enjoy it already. And then when I've written really good songs with people I don't particularly like either, but it's very nice when you like people.
But you made it work.
Yeah. Or like, I've had people I really like that, like, when you write songs sometimes, like, or you're set up on a writing session with someone, for other people or even for myself, but like sometimes you get together with them and you're like, and you're all chatty and everything's happy and you go and you get coffee together and then you come back to the studio and you're like, man. And then, nothing happens. And then sometimes I go to the studio and the person might be quiet, or they're like on their own thing, and I'm not connecting at all with them personally, and I don't really like the vibe. And then all of a sudden we write something great, and I'm like, oh, wow, crazy.
Well, speaking of connection, what was your inspiration for this song?
Which one? How Low Can You Go? Or
How Low Can You Go?
Well, I mean, we were talking about some artists that we liked like the like kind of like the swing of the song and kind of like, we might go in that direction. And I said, oh yeah, last time I saw that person, we did coke in a closet at the Chateau Vermont. I just said that, and then we were like, oh, that sounds like a really funny first line, and what are you gonna say, man? What happens out there in the crazy Hollywood hills.
Last time I saw you, we did coke in a closet at the Chateau Vermont.
So you guys are also going to do the U.S. Latin premiere of the live performance that you just did for the drive-in concert in Anaheim.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
How was that?
It was great. I mean, no, it was weird. You're like, like there was all this smoke on stage, the normal stuff for the lights and everything. And it's just like, it was very surreal at times, just like looking through the smoke and just seeing fucking cars, It's like, and then the cars were like, hey, do this here. The windshield wipers, It's like,
right.
It was, it's weird. It's weird times. I mean, I'm glad I did it because I want to be able to say like, oh man, what a year that year. Like remember those drive-in shows? I was like, yeah, I did one. It's like it's a kind of fun topic of conversation.
You remember those drive-in shows from the 50s? Nah, from 2020.
Nah, 2020. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the production of the song a little bit. Did you write this song during quarantine?
No.
Was it
in
before?
In fact, this song was ready to go when it was almost ready to go for the last record. We added a bunch of stuff. I added some more, like another, like that. So much happens in between, like that whole part added, and it just needed things, and it's like working and like kind of refining it a bit for this record. Like, you know, sometimes things aren't ready or they don't fit another, you know, a last record. And
so much happens in between. The days catch fire like gasoline.
Tell us a little bit about the narrative of the video and how it kind of comes together with the song.
You know, that video was, you know, Eric had like a mood board and a mood for it and everything, you know, and I just wanted to like, I wanted to let him do what he wanted, and he knew this, you know, he knew my story with the song, but we didn't know where it was going to go as far as like even Julieta being that involved in it. I mean, it was supposed to be just her like kind of swimming around or like kind of like being amused, and then it just like we used more footage of us together, and it just kind of went off the cuff. It was like kind of like a, you know, a work in progress the whole time and up until the end. You know, it was like I didn't even see a shot list really until the day of. So it was kind of it has that, it's like it was spontaneous in a great way. Yeah.
So would there be like one moment that was really cool to you from the whole process?
I mean, you know, obviously memorably, like the filming underwater was wild. You know, I thought it was, I'm easy underwater. Like I don't have any problem with holding my breath or whatever, but it was interesting to have to like, there's this interesting thing where like, if you have any fear of the water, it's not great. But if you don't, and you just, as soon as you let all the air out of your lungs completely, you sink. Like, and then you have, and you would think like, you know, if people aren't comfortable with that, then they panic and they have to get air. But, and even just from singing, I can sing like a note for a very long time. So I know that feeling of like how much that there's a lot more breath than you think in there, you know? But like when you put it all out and there's no breath in there, then you have like, I know you have some time. You probably have like maybe 20 seconds of like time underwater to like chill to be honest, but it's like, but you're sunk, which is a cool feeling. You're not like struggling to stay down anymore. So that was interesting.
Listen, I was gonna tell you though, that underwater scene, it's like, how low can you go? You're out there testing boundaries, you know? Like, yeah. How low can I sink?
Yeah, seriously. But it came out cool. I think it's beautiful, you know.
I love it.
I was happy.
Oh
cool.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Well, LP, I have to tell you, even like you write most of your songs, which is another topic I want to touch on.
All of my songs. I don't sing any songs I don't write.
And now,
that's pretty, know. I mean, once in a blue moon. You're right. Once in a blue moon, an Avicii song or something like that. But yeah.
But like Lost on You and now this song, like they touch on things that can be a little bit vulnerable, you know? Would you say that you're a vulnerable person, or music is kind of an outlet where you get to express that?
I think I am, you know. You could ask my girlfriends or whatever, but I think like sometimes they say no, but I don't know. I feel like especially in my songwriting and singing and performing, I feel like I am. Yeah. I mean, I just think that you know, that's the place to do it. Like, I mean, songs are where we really, it's like, it touches like it touches in so many different places. It's like you know, it's a cerebral thing. It's a heart thing. It's a soul thing. And so, yeah, I let it loose in the music for sure.
Definitely. I think we can feel your soul translated into your music. And I think that's very powerful and beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, like even my last record, when I called it Heart to Mouth, I was, you know, just trying to express the fact that like when I'm writing and creating songs, I'm always like, the biggest thing I try to do is like stay open and clear the channel between, you know, my heart and my mouth, so that I could just like kind of get right there. And it's interesting. I could feel when I'm doing it. And I think that's, as far as like, you know, it's a very personal journey as a songwriter. You know, you and only you, I think, know how much better you're getting in a way. And it's really cool. And it's tough to explain. I mean, I'm sure all, like, I wonder if all songwriters experience that. I think they must. And it's like, and it's very satisfying when you like feel like, you know, you're like trimming the fat and doing all these things. That doesn't mean it's like, you know, it's a hit song. I mean, everybody always talks about that. Yeah, there's a formula, but there's also not a formula. Like a song once it's out there, it's got its own journey also, but it's also like, you just never know. Like if you could like create a hit every time you wrote a song, you know, a lot of people would, of course.
Definitely. Well, this song is also a little like sneak peek because it's part of your next album that will be
Yeah,
released.
yeah, yeah. It's I'm excited. There's so much music coming um that I don't know. I think it's I don't like. I feel like I just want to like throw it all out there all at
Yeah, I
once.
was
I
like,
wish
look
I
at that
could.
smile on your face.
Yeah,
You're
it's gonna
ready.
be. I think it's good. I'm ready. I'm definitely ready. And every time I get, we finish one and get one back from like mix, I'm like, oh, I like this one too.
So why was this song chosen as the first release of the album?
Uh, well, the one that you love was my first one,
Okay.
but this was like, I just felt like what I liked about this one as opposed to like to the one that you love is it's very different. Like, I wanted to show that like, there's some like different vibes coming, like I'm not belting in this one. It's kind of chill. It's like slinky, and, I feel like it's indicative of like what's to come. There's like a lot of different sounds on the record, and I feel like, um, I like that. It's like I'm singing in like a few different keys that I don't usually sing in, and it's I felt like also like the way it feels right now. We were like going through that election, and it didn't feel like an exuberant time. It felt like kind of a more like kind of like kind of sitting like with your three friends that you have in your bubble that you're like sitting 6 feet away from you, smoking in the basement with like a blue light on, something like that. It's
Definitely.
like that's what these times feel like, like you just like, wow, what happened to our lives?
Right. Just a little low key, a little
Yeah,
experimental.
yeah, low key, we're like devolving into this like dystopian like universe. I don't know. It's so I just reflect that in my music. Like, I mean, I'm always like I'm very much a lightning rod of whatever's like going down around me, like everyone.
I love that. Definitely.
Mm.
So now, LP, you get to write your own music and you've written for a lot of well known artists, but you get to write your music, you get to perform your music. Your last album was a hit. How does it feel like right now as an artist?
It's scary, I mean, I just it's scary because also, having said that about like, sad songs or songs, whatever, you want like I want everybody to be okay, man. It's like it really freaks me out, all the suffering that's going. There's always been tons of suffering, that we don't know as well. But like, I just think as a musician, we're all kind of like think about that. I mean, it's mind blowing that no one's toured this year. Mind
Right.
blowing. Like no one, like because usually in any scenarios, there's always someone that's like kind of like getting to do it. It's like not you, not you, not you, but you get to do it.
Right.
Nobody. So it's like very interesting in the way music is being consumed. It's interesting and just like like you got like the Fleetwood Mac song "Dreams," like kind of like streaming went off the charts with the guy with the like skating behind the car with the cranberry juice thing, and it was just like like that something like that could go viral and send a song that's like 40 years old into the charts again, like it's like, man, it's so interesting and cool, and I think music has been the silent connector of the not the silent connector, the connector to a lot of us where artists are still putting out music, even though they're not touring. And then when
Right.
like it's going to be like when things get up and going, it's going to be a frenzy to like everyone's going to be dying to see live music, which is cool. But it's like if you're not inspired by what's going on right now as an artist, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like a worldwide event that no one will ever forget. That's like
Right.
like that's like changing us forever. This is all changing us forever.
Hmm.
I mean, it's unbelievable, and it's a huge um, uh, inspiration as far as I'm concerned. As far as we've never been more connected and divided in some ways, but it's fascinating.
Well, listen, I can't wait to see what you bring because you're going to put the soul into that.
Trying, man. I'm trying. I'm like, I've been like writing a lot. So it's nice. It's like, I have time and you know, and material on my hands. So I'm in it.
All right. Well, rock on. How Low Can You
Thank you.
Go? The
Thank you
second
so
release
much.
to the upcoming album, you know, that we're going to
Yeah,
hear about soon. But thank
yeah.
you so much, LP, for being with
Thank you.
us.
Thank
And
you very much. I love you guys. Yeah, thanks,
LATV is
LATV.
so happy to do the Latin premiere.
Ah, thank you. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the show, and I appreciate you so much. And I can't wait to see everybody. Hi, friends of Videos to Go. It's LP, and check out my latest single and video, How Low Can You Go?
So this is a brand new song. This is the next single. Thank you so much. Thank you. Anaheim, California. Woo, woo. Yeah. Thank you so much, you guys. This is a new song. It's called How Low Can You Go? And it comes out on November 19th. It's the next single, and we're very excited about it, and I hope you enjoy it. And Mike Del Rio, this is for you, man. I love you. You crazy animal. This is the producer, co-writer, Nate Campany and I. And yeah, Mike's here tonight, and I love him. All right. Last time I saw you, we did coke in a closet at the Chateau Marmont. We were happy and on it. There were too many people. There was fun, there was evil. Then we both took the ride. But it was colder than fuck for a night in LA. And I couldn't stop thinking if I was okay. You were making me laugh, she was making me sway. And I thought I could fly. How low can you go? 'Cause I wanna know. How low can you go? How low can you go? 'Cause I wanna know. Heard that you stopped, left some kids in the guy. I was happy and sad, but I didn't know why. I still think of you now, while I'm touching the sky. It's been a long, long time, and so much happens in between. The days catch fire like gasoline. Just tell